looking for the green flag off of turn number 4. Heat race number 1 of 8 for the Sport Mods. Green flag is out. We will race it. It'll be Eric Piper out of Hill City to the race lead. Off of 2 and down the back straightaway. That 3X of Gage Cohen out of Willie, Colorado. On into the number 2 spot. Oh, look out, the 55. Banging on the back of the 21 car.
Sigler got out of shape after the contact from Davidson. Eric Piper, though, pulling away. Cohn settles in second right behind Brett Berry. A couple of Colorado cars go 2-3.
Brian Davidson took a look up under the skirt, drove her all the way to the fun house. And look out, they're together. They're on the number 1 or for the number 2 spot. The 09 of Brett Berry on the bottom side, going into the number 2 spot. Now Daniel Gottschalk will work to the inside of the 3X of Gage Cohen. Cohen to the outside. To the inside is Gottschalk. Gottschalk taking it across the nose. He'll slide her on into the number 3 spot.
Gottschalk started in 8th spot. He's up to 3rd, finished runner-up to Blaine Wold in track points here at RPM Speedway this season. Out front, though, it's Eric Piper.
So they'll hustle on down. Piper still your race leader. The 09 of Barry, then it's Gottschalk in the number 2 or number 3 spot in the 3 car, and then right behind him is Gage Cohen out of Willie, Colorado. He's got company. Here comes Brian Davidson out of Bennington. He will slide it across the nose, bring it on into the number 4 spot, and it will stair step 3 wide down the front straightaway off of turn number 4. It is on for the number 4 spot. Davidson up on the outside. Now Gottschalk looking for the number 2 spot. You have got him racing all over the field.
It is Gottschalk looking inside to Barry out of 4. Cannot make the pass. Piper loves it. He says, you guys battle all you want back there. I'm going to check out and see you later. Gottschalk now with a run down the back straightaway. Looking the inside into turn 3.
Gottschalk will settle back to the outside now. He'll look to the top. Going to push the cush barrier up on the top shelf. Nothing to be had as the 09 Barry shuts the door on him. White flag is in the air, 1 to go. Gottschalk on the outside. Here comes Gorb. Gorb on into the number 2 spot now. Daniel Gottschalk into the number 2 spot, chasing down Piper. Too little, too late, though, as it will be Eric Piper to the win. Gottschalk second, Barry third, and 4th will go to Davidson.
What a race, your first of 8.
As we look to go to the green flag, it is up. Here we go. On down into turn number 1 and 2, Dakota Sproul on the bottom side. It'll be 3 wide on in behind him. Look at this. You've got racing all the way to the inside of the outside of turn number 3.
3 wide in the corner. Oh, got a car out of shape, going to fall to the back of the line. I believe that is the 74. Check it, Adam Stenzel in the 3S.
So Dakota Sproul to the race lead. Off of turn number 4, Sproul still your leader. The 14 machine of Brady Skaglin out of Norton, Kansas in the number 2 spot. Here comes the 12X of Roger Peck out of Minneapolis. He is going to blow the doors off of that 14 car and move on into the number 2 spot.
They're all chasing the 08 car, the young man out of Ellis, Dakota Sproul. Good runs this year for the young man out of Ellis in the 08 car. It is Peck at second. Look out. Schultz and Skurlett get together. Turn number 2. Skurlett moves away. Schultz now off the pace, going to fall back 3 spots.
On down the front straightaway, it's still Dakota Sproul. Look at this up. Troubles on the 14 car. Slow on the top side. Coming to a stop here in turn number 4. Now we'll keep the car fired, go to the infield. Thank you very much as we bring your leader, Dakota Sproul, off at turn number 4 as laps winding down on this one.
Boy, top 2 have checked out. They got a straightaway lead on the 3rd place car of Adam Weber. Skurlett, evidently problems after contact with a 55 is Zach Schultz, who now runs 4th behind Weber.
Off of turn number 4. Next time, Dakota Sproul will be looking at the white flag and 1 to go. The driver out of Ellis brings the field off of turn number 4. Evans showing him 3/8 of a mile left in this one. He will hustle it on down that 12 car. In the number 2 spot, Roger Peck out of Minneapolis. A long distance way back to third is the 3S machine of Adam Stenzel out of Hayes. But off of turn 4, it is Dakota Sproul, Checkers, and the win.
Sproul, your winner. Second's going to go to Roger Peck. There's your race for third. Adam Weber will take the number 3 spot, followed by the 55 is Zach Schultz.
All right, here we go. Green flag is up. 55 machine, Jake Olmstead. I saw that thing out for hot laps. I thought Tyler Fry was back in a sport mod. He'll hustle on down the back straightaway. That quarter car, 25H of Chris Harmon. Harmon will take the number 1 spot as they race on down, and it'll be Walt. Blaine Walt, your track champion here this year, working the number 3 spot. As they hustle on down, got one down around in front of us. We'll see if he can keep going. Off of turn number 4, caution is out.
Yep, caution's out.
Brings him to the cone. It is up, it's out. We're back underway. Field a race off of 2 and down the back straightaway. Blaine Walt will look to the backside of Olmstead in that 55 car. But here comes the 12T machine of Kevin Tabor. Tabor down on the bottom side. Battle right now for the number 3 and 4 spots as they hustle to turn number 1.
Still out front, that is Christopher Harmon out of Arapahoe, Nebraska. But here comes Olmstead and Walt Tabor. 2, 3, 4, distant 5th. The 6M Madison Reed being challenged by the 2C of J.R. Ewing.
Things will change in the number 2 spot as the 55 develops a push. Things getting tight behind the wheel for Olmstead as that'll put Blaine Walt into the number 2 spot. Here comes Tabor looking at the bottom of the racetrack, the 12T car. Off of turn number 4, it will be Tabor into the number 3 spot. Olmstead back to 4th, and still your race leader is Chris Harmon out of Arapahoe, Nebraska.
Top 4 separated out just a little bit. It is Tabor, though, working on Walt. Close race for second. Ewing trying to hold on to the top 5 spot as they come out turn number 4.
On down the back straightaway they will go. It is that 25 machine. Out front, Chris Harmon. But Blaine Walt is coming with a vengeance as he is looking. His bringing in, he's got him wicked up, turning it into turn number 1. Walt to the outside. He will do the crossover move, try to make something happen off of 2. Nothing to be had is Harmon, still your leader. White flag will be coming this time at 3/8 of a mile.
Walt trying to close ground in the 14W. Tabor still in 3rd, followed by Schultz. A distant 5th back to the 2C of J.R. Ewing. Harmon now's got Walt closing the ground in 2, but a half a lap. Can Walt make the move? Doesn't look like it, and Christopher Harmon will win this heat race.
Off of 4, Chris Harmon, your winner. Blaine Walt going 2nd. The 12T of Kevin Tabor 3rd. And 4th will be the 55 machine of Jacob Olmstead. Here we go, green's out. Oh boy, off of turn number 2, leader down the back straightaway. It is the 1 machine. Oh, hang on to him, Watts working the 77 car. Field to work on down into turn number 3 and 4. Tyler Watts chasing your race leader, Tanner Portnier. Portnier on out front, 3 wide. Here comes Brock Beater. Swing the meat to the outside. Look at this. He'll get the old darn machine, the old darn TV. Gets darned to the top side. Off of turn number 4, it will be the 14T right on in there. Trent Roth out of Columbus, Nebraska. Looking on down to the inside as Fauna still your top 4.
Running in 5th is the 1M of Brian Murphy. Rides out the top 5. Beater off the pace. Something breaking on the 48. He's headed to the pits.
Flat tire on the 048 as the battle on for the number 2 spot. Roth in the 14T looking to the inside of Watts. I tell you what, those 2 guys had good runs at Boone this year. Here comes the White Castles. They will throw some sliders at them. The razor is sharpened on up, and it goes to the number 2 spot. Tyler Watts back there now. He'll take a look up under the skirt, likes what he sees, tries to make it happen. Off of turn number 4, it'll still be Portnear, your race leader.
Fawn and Seal runs fourth, then comes the one Emma Murphy. Rounding out the field is Weigert in the 9X, but it's still Portner, Roth, Watts, your top 3.
Field works on down the front straightaway. Laps winding down. It is still, with 2 to go, Tanner Portnear out of Lurie, Kansas, your race leader. The driver out of Columbus. Roth in the number 2 spot. Watts back in 3rd. Fauna still 4th.
Roth gaining a little ground on Porter, but it may be too little too late. As Cody Evans says, we got 1 to go.
Field will hustle on down the back straightaway. Tanner Portnear, your race leader. He's going to back it in and drive it off of turn number 4. Coming up, checkered flag in the air. It is up, the 1. Tanner Portnear, 2nd will go 2. Trent Roth, Tyler Watts goes 3rd, and 4th will go to C.J. Fonestill. It'll be Aaron Hilderman out of Topeka, rock and roll into the top spot. Oh, up the cush they go. Hang on. Here comes the sliders. Chops the nose off. Robbie Conaway out of West Thornton, North Dakota. Hey, don't you know? Look out. Contact over there. As the 78 machine of Brian Cross out of Brighton, Colorado took a look up under the skirt of the 65, snagged the garter belt, pulled it down. And around he went, but meanwhile, it is Robbie Conway out of West Thorpe, North Dakota, your leader.
Connis made contact, but you see the 65 limping along. Troubles on that car. He'll head to the pits off turn number 3. I mean, lots of damage done on the left side of that car.
Exactly. Field works off of turn number 4. It is Robbie Conway, your race leader. Battle on for the number 2 spot. 78 machine right there, Brian Cross. To the inside, here comes the 55 of Dylan Schultz out of North Platte. It is wheel to wheel for the number 3 spot. Down to the inside, to the outside. It'll be side by side as they come off of turn 4.
Connis worked his way back up to 4th after contact earlier with the 65 car. Meantime, up front, Robbie Conway pulling away. The driver out of West Hope, North Dakota.
So down the back straightaway, the battle still on for the number 2 spot. 78 machine, Brian Cross. 55 of Dylan Schultz, still wheel to wheel. Schultz now on into the number 2 spot. He'll crack that machine on down into the number 2 spot, down into turn number 1 and 2. 21C of Brian Connis out of Waukene has moved on into the number 4 spot. As they hustle on across, Conway still your leader.
Boy, Conway just pulling away. He's got a straightaway lead over the 2nd place car of Dylan Schultz. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Conway works it around 1 and 2 for the final time. Here he comes, your winner of the 2 car. That's going to be Robbie Conway. 2nd will go to Dylan Schultz, the 55D. 78, Brian Cross. 3rd, and Brian Connis, the 21C, rounds out the top 4.
Field to work off of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. It is in the air. Pat Bedore. We'll see the field run around to the outside as Dustin Daniels will take the race lead. Trent Clevenow. Clevenow now on into the number 2 spot. Bedore back to 3rd. Moran Damon going into the number 4 spot. Robbie Roselli driving the OR car. Machine on the outside looking as he will bring it to the top. Now slide to the bottom as Roselli back in the number 5 spot.
Daniels always a top car wherever he goes. Always wanted to reckon with for the top spot. He's got it. Clevenow 2nd. Bedore leads a 4 car. Trained for 3rd spot in the 99B.
On down the front straightaway, it is still Dustin Daniels, your race leader. The 13 machine right on in there behind him. Trenton Clevenow out right here in Hayes, running the number 2 spot. Bedore, Damon, Roselli, then the 11 of Chab.
Boy, something wrong on the 10T at 10X make that. Toby Wattoon was really slow off the pace a lap ago. Gathers it back up, but Daniels has him inside to put him a lap down. Daniels gets a little wide out of 2, allows Cleveno to gain some ground. And what a race, 3-car race for third. Damon in the 3rd spot now. Then it is Roselli and Bador running 4-5. Chab runs 6th. Still Daniels and Cleveno 1-2. Third is Brendan Damon. Quite a story about that car with the new wrap on it tonight with the pink. That story I read in Hayes Daily News.
So on out front, Dustin Daniels, 2 to go, lap and a half now down the back straightaway. Daniels, your leader, Cleveno in the number 2 spot. Third is Daniels. Here we go off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. The 33 of Daniels, your leader. Off of turn number 4, it will be Dustin Daniels to the win of the 33. Trent Cleveno goes home in the number 2 spot. Brandon Damon 3rd and Robbie Roselli 4th. You got old Hollywood to the inside and the old Bullet to the top. Here we go. Green flag is out. Look at this. Cam Gruber up to the number 1 spot. Taking the old first class chassis, the old first class wrap right on out front. Look at him. 3 wide back there.
Stahlbaumer's the one on the move. He's in the middle of the meat of the sandwich here. In 3rd, now looking for 2nd.
Stahlbaugh there. Now you see Hollywood. Kelly Henderson there to the number 2 spot. Easy does it. The 83 of Tracy Holloway on the move. Sits back there in the number 5 spot. Field a race off of turn number 4. It is still Cam Gruber, your race leader.
2nd, Kelly Henderson in 3rd. Here's a K27 of Stahlbaumer now. He's going to take a look to the inside. Here's Holloway looking for a move to move into the 4 spot.
Holloway looking, that 18C machine to his outside. Ryan Mosier, 3 wide across the bow of Mosier comes Holloway. Holloway in the 83 car. Up on in there. They race off a 2 and down the back straightaway. That yellow machine on the hustle to the outside. The K27 of Kyle Stahlbaumer out of Tecumseh. Look at him stair step at 3 wide down the front straightaway.
It's Gruber still up front. Stahlbaumer to the inside. Takes over the run spot. Here's Holloway with a run to the inside of Henderson. Looking for the number 3 spot as they go into turn 3.
Henderson on the outside, Holloway to the bottom, Stahlbaumer right there in front of him as they hurry on down the front straightaway. The 24 machine of Henderson out of Minot, North Dakota, racing the top of the racetrack, wheel to wheel, Holloway to the inside of Hollywood. Into 3 and 4, the battle is on for the number 3 and 4 spot. Holloway will shoot it across the bow, put Henderson back to 4th.
Gruber's got company coming. They're all gathering for lunch as a white flag will wave. Gruber still out front. Stahlbaumer 2nd. Holloway 3rd with 1 to go.
White flag's out. Can Cam do it? Kid, I tell you what, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck with the car or the ladies. On into turn number 3 and 4. Gruber on the bottom. Here comes Stahlbaumer trying to get a run to the outside. It'll be the Bullet. Picking up the win, Gruber, Stahlbaumer, Holloway, and Henderson, your top 4.
We're going to go green.
Looking for it off of turn 4. 8th and final. Heat race 4. Your Sport Mods, look out. You got him stacked and cracked. Oh, and I tell you what, that wasn't a silver dollar stack of pancakes in turn one. That was Cody getting together with somebody. And it looks like we will stay green flag. It'll be your race leader in that 12 car, Mike LeMay out of West Hope. And hang on the 18 car of Brock Berry out of Lanudo, Colorado around, and the caution flag is out.
Told him you got to stay inside in bad weather.
Exactly. Looking for the green flag. It is up, 8th and final qualifier.
Uh-oh.
It is out front. Your race leader on into turn number 1 and 2, now into 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, that 12 car, Mike LeMay.
Shane Meeks with a new wrap in second to 26X. Kroll and Gray side by side for third. Right now, Terry Collins runs at your top 5 in the 19.
Field will hustle off at turn number 4, looking to battle for the number 3 spot. Give it to the 2C machine, 2CM of Matthew Crowell out of Goodard, Kansas. Working it on down there as they hustle on down the back straightaway. It's still your race into the 12 of Mike LeMay out of West Hope, North Dakota. Got one of the spin cycle, the 18 of Brock Berry. Get it going, punch the starter. Now the yellow's out.
Yep, he was not being scored anyway, so
yeah,
they need to get him to the pit area.
He apparently can't listen.
He'll head off, I think, at turn 3 now. Hit the road, Brock.
Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come.
We are set to go.
What you say?
On down into turn number 1 and 2. They'll race them. Look out. It'll get a little hairy and scary. On down the back straightaway, the 12 car, Mike LeMay out of West Hope, North Dakota, your race leader. Followed by that 26 of Shane Meeks out of Abilene. Meeks on into the number 2 spot. Then it is Matthew Crowell out of Goodard.
He is in third, and Jason Gray fourth. Collins runs fifth. He gets let out of shape. Don Strecker back there in sixth.
Down into turn number 3 and 4, it is still Shane Meeks chasing down your race leader, Mike LeMay.
LeMay still leads your second place car, Shane Meeks, but Meeks slowly closing ground now. Pulls away from Kroll and Gray.
On down into turn number 1 and 2. Final 2 left-handers down that way. Hustle on down the back straightaway. The 12 of Mike LeMay out of West Hope, North Dakota. Your race leader, your race winner as he'll hustle on down to heat race number 8. It'll be LeMay to the win. Meeks going second. Crowell third. And fourth is Jensen Gray.